Hey, hey, Universe and mining family. Grab your shovels and your pickaxes. Welcome to the show. I'm Nemesis, and of course, I'm not your babysitter. Do your own research, but let's dig in. Yo, what's going on, Crypto Nation and mining family? Yo! So, today, got home from work last Friday, ordered some stuff up. Yo, I mean, check this stuff out, dude. Yo! So, yes, I have a little bit of mail time. Yo, that is legit. So, before I get to that, of course, kind of wanted to dig into, everybody's been talking about how crypto is up. But, I mean, from a mining perspective, do you think we're in a bull run? Think about that. Are we really in a bull run according to the mining perspective? So I myself have been like skating by with just minimal profitability on everything. And then, if you guys haven't noticed this too, there's no mining rig over there. Oh, shoot, what happened? It's summertime. That thing sitting on that table would just heat my whole living room up pretty significantly with just eight or nine. It had 9 cards on there. So I actually moved it all into the mining room. The door is now shut on that said mining room. And I got fans exhausting out, so no AC. It hit 80 degrees today. My rigs didn't get not one card. Got above like 65 to C. I'm happy. I'll take that one as a win any time day of the week. And I'm actually am not running my fans at full capacity either. So I've actually got to get one new fan. Last year, I had a fan that actually broke. It happens. It was the first fan that I actually bought, and the second fan that I bought for cooling solution actually works a lot better, guys. So I'm gonna get another one of those fans, and I will have some significant airflow going through that room. There'll be no reason whatsoever that any of my rigs will ever overheat, thermal throttle in any way, shape, or form. I will be able to move air. And through my calculations, with 2 fans that can produce 4,000 CFM of air movement a piece. Yo, that is beast. And then I got one whole window for intake. That'll be blowing right across the rigs. Cannot go wrong there at all. So all I'm going to actually have to do, I think, is just put like one little deflector to bring some air to force it down to the lower half of the first rig. And we'll have to see. I didn't have any issues last year running it like this. So I just need to replace one fan. This way I have 4,000 CFM blowing out of 2 windows. And I usually block off any kind of airspace that's around the fans. This way everything is kind of funneled towards those fans. So if you guys are ever wanting to figure out how to do this, if you've got at least 2 windows and you're not dealing with 4,000 CFM of air movement of a fan, will cool down a room pretty significantly. So that's all it is, just making sure your rigs have not so much cool air, but has fresh air. Just like you, I don't know about you, but I don't like to breathe in some stale ass air. I like fresh air. The rigs do too. I know some people that have some unique cooling solutions, if you guys are ever wondering about that, where they actually pipe air from underneath their house right into the rigs. You're basically bringing it into a lower area. Low areas tend to be a little cooler, and then as soon as you bring it out of the sunlight, it gets a little cooler yet. So you use the house to insulate everything from the ground below. The ground will stay cool underneath the house, and I know people who do it that way too. And you just take some fans blowing out, and as the air exchanges, you're just exchanging a little bit of cooler air into your room if that's an option for you. But otherwise, all you really need is to just move that air. So that's one thing I do know from automotive is engines with radiators. You don't necessarily need a radiator fan. Think about this. If you're moving down the road, you can actually turn off your radiator fan while you're moving down the road. Because the air movement, especially if you're, I should limit, as long as you're doing, depending on the motor, probably like 40 miles an hour going down the road. If you're doing 40 or better, you really don't need to worry about having to have the fan on unless you're running AC. Then you're going to want to have your fans on. Reason being is that you're going to have a radiator in front of your radiator getting hot. So, but that's not the case for mining rigs. So, but the principle is still yet the same. As long as you have fresh air moving across, everything stays kosher. But back to where I was actually talking about here, and where some of the articles that have been coming out have been saying that are we in a bull run because mining profitability's up? I would say in some regions, they were never not profitable. Depending on how long term these facilities are, and as long as they didn't overextend themselves, they were able to survive through this. So I don't really call for a bull run per se. My profitability hasn't shot up. So I would say, in my opinion, we are still price action wise has gone up. But now that the price action has gone up, more miners have come on because of that price action. And now my reward value has kind of dropped down with the price action coming up. So for me, I don't say we're in a bull run quite yet, because if we were in a bull run, in my opinion, then even with the reward value going down, it would be countered by my price action going up on it, and I really haven't gotten that yet. And there are big mining facilities even right now, like one out in Virginia, because B and then Cause LLC. They just shut their doors down on a $35 million facility. Yes, $35 million Bitcoin mining facility. Now, this one, I'm actually kind of thankful in a way that this particular mining facility is gone. Not so much that it displaces people working that might have been employed in that particular town, but because LLC put their mining facility right up against a residential area. I mean, literally, you can go up to some of these residential people's backyards and you hear the fans. That's not cool. That's not that's not a respectful miner. To me, that miner was in it for the money. That was a money grab. And it shows, because now he's shutting his doors down. Bye-bye. I think that the price action, in my opinion, I'd like to see it dive one more time. It'll shake out some of these people that are in it just for mining, to get, basically to get money out of mining. They want free money. That's all they're here for. That's not my way of looking at things. I look at it as my electricity is my way of dollar cost averaging. And I have hardware, so might as well put some of that hardware to work. Not that I have a lot of it. I don't have much. But that is my way of supporting the network plus dollar cost averaging into my future. Not what can I get out of it today? What can I get out of it tomorrow? What can I get out of it in 6 months? I'm looking at it as, how is this going to benefit me hold on to this for the next 10, 20, 30 years. So I'm not looking at it as I'm going to get rich off of this, buy a Lambo, retire tomorrow. No. Whenever I first got into it, I figured that the rewards would be a little bit better, but with any type of new entrepreneurial adventure, you're going to get slapped with a little bit of reality. I wasn't far off base, but I was far enough to get slapped with a little bit of reality on that one, and ate a little humble pie with it, and came out with more understanding of what I'm looking at, and I get to see a lot more of how markets work through the mining perspective. So definitely we'll be me and Crypto Mikkel, my home dog, we're going to be doing a mining perspective actually on the Litecoin happening for decentralized TV. So if you guys are ever interested in checking that out, if you're not already watching decentralized TV, watching me and him do our Saturday night in the mine type thing, definitely check it out. It's just another place where I'm dropping knowledge, and I got a friend of mine that helps me out. We're also on there on Friday nights with a whole bunch of people. We just kind of openly talk crypto, kind of like an open forum. It's kind of really interesting. I like it. A good group of people, so definitely check us out. Fridays, but it's me and Mikkel definitely on Saturday for mining stuff. If that's what you want to pay attention to, that's what we're all about on there. We kind of give a little bit of news updates and stuff like that too. So, and speaking of updates, let's see here. I've got some of that. Mail time.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail.
Alright, so. Got me some of that awesome mail time. And let me go into here. And bam. So, I have me some of this awesome mail. This is one of a couple of things that I got my hizzy hands on. Because, I'm always dollar cost averaging into my rigs. So, every so often, I put a little bit of money off to the side. And whatever crypto that I happen to mine, I'll put that off to the side too. And purchase more equipment every so often. Alright. Bam. With my little safety blade. Ooh. Can't hurt myself with that. Well, I guess I could, but not this time. Bam. Oh. Yo. That is. Oh, I gotta stand up for this one. This one's got some weight to it. Oh. So, bam! Corsair HX 1000, 1000 watt power supply. Yo! This one is going into my 13-year-old PC. Kind of a little upgrade. It's got a little bronze 1000 watt power supply in there. Not enough ports. So, this is how I'm going to be able to upgrade my stuff, which is going to be amazing. Yo! So, this one I have been, waiting for. And I'll actually be able to do some more testing. Yes. So, this one is fully modular. That's one thing that I absolutely love about getting some of these newer power supplies versus playing with some of the older ones. The one that I have in my 13-year-old PC is a semi-modular. So it is a little bit of a pain because, you know, it's 13 years old, so it didn't have a whole lot of stuff to it. But this one does. Yo! And then, that's not all I got, guys. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Which ones are these? I have no idea. Oh, yes. So, I love getting some new stuff, and this is how you hook up multiple power supplies on one motherboard. So, this will plug in the main power supply that you also use to power up the 6 pin or an 8 pin onto the motherboard, depending on your motherboard. And then this one plugs in to your secondary power supply that'll power up more GPUs or any other secondary devices. And this just allows it to turn on at the same time. So both the power supplies boot up, and there's no issues with devices that you have on the other power supply not turning on at the same time. It's in a computer, it's all about timing. So that's that. So I got a couple of these because they were a decent deal. They were basically $2.50 a pop. So I was like, all right, yeah. And that's what this one should be too. Yo, same thing. Love this stuff. Absolutely love it. And then, this is one that I have been kind of waiting for. This is going to turn my 13-year-old PC into a mining beast. Yo. Ooh. Comes in a little plastic wrap too, so it's got the little anti-static bag on there. This one's actually from Ubit. Let's see here. Let me open you up. Open this bad boy up. Now I did get 2 of these. And what's really cool about this, guys, let me switch camera. What's cool about this, guys, is so this will plug into your motherboard, and then you get 4 USB connectors on it. And what these USB connectors are going to do for you is, you can guess it, I could put 4 PCI expansion, 4 of my risers into one port with this. Now, this is an experiment. I have no idea if my 13-year-old PC can even support this thing. Well, I got one. Well, actually, I got 2. Because even if I can't utilize it, I'll find something that'll utilize this. PC here. It's only got 2 slots on it. Well, it's got more than 1 slot, but this will expand it. Oh, maybe. We'll have to see. I'm kind of hoping that my normal PC, my other PC in there, will actually accept this. It should, technically. But we'll have to find that out, guys. Yo! So, I hope you guys stay tuned. I will actually make another video and see how many GPUs I give. See if it'll even let me slot them. If it's a fail, I'll just make a video. I'll be like, yo, it didn't even try to work. But otherwise, if it works, I'll post a video on it. Yo! So, if you guys haven't done it already, definitely smash the Lizardy like button. That always helps me out. And while you're down there smashing that like button, if you haven't done it, subscribe, share these videos, hit the bell notification. This way, can I drop a video, you guys get to find that stuff out. Yo! So, like always, I will definitely see you on the next one, because I'll be testing this bad boy out. Yo!